Once in a blue moon, a rare species gives birth to an even rarer animal. In today's episode of Unusual as Usual, we're learning about Snowflake, the only albino gorilla. Snowflake was a western lowland gorilla born in 1964 with albinism, the congenital absence of any pigmentation or coloration. Albino animals usually have characteristic pink or red eyes due to the lack of pigment in the iris, allowing the blood vessels of the retina to be visible. However, strangely, Snowflake actually had blue eyes. He presented traits and characteristics of albinism typically seen in humans, such as white hair, pinkish skin, light-coloured eyes, reduced visual perception, and light sensitivity. Snowflake was captured in the Rio Muni lowland swamps in Central Africa on the 1st of October 1966 by villagers. The villagers had killed the rest of Snowflake's gorilla group, who were of normal colour, but kept Snowflake at their home for 4 days before he was sold to primatologist Jordi Sabata Pai. Originally named White Gorilla, he was soon nicknamed Little Snowflake and was transported to the Barcelona Zoo, where he was given an official welcome reception by the mayor of Barcelona. In the wild, albino animals are much less likely to survive for several reasons, such as their lack of camouflage making them vulnerable to predators and their light skin making them prone to sunburn. These factors give them a reduced ability to mate and, as a result, are more likely to die before they get a chance to pass on their genes. The western lowland gorilla is the smallest species of gorilla. They usually have jet black skin along with coarse black hair that covers their entire body except from their face, ears, hands and feet. In males, the hair on their back takes a grey hue as they get older. This coloration is the reason why older males are known as silverbacks. It wasn't until 1967, when National Geographic featured him on the front cover of their magazine, that he gained worldwide fame and people flocked to see him. As the only known white gorilla in the world, Snowflake became an overnight celebrity, and although they were aware that the western lowland gorilla was an endangered species, the Barcelona Zoo didn't actually realise just how unique Snowflake was. Apparently, they sent a telegram to Sabata Pai asking him to please send more white gorillas. The zoo later hoped to produce a genetic strain and an entire family group of white gorillas through selective breeding. A study of Snowflake's genome determined that his parents had 12% of their DNA in common, leading researchers to believe that his parents were actually uncle and niece. This same study revealed that his albinism was caused by a mutation of the SLC45A2 gene, a recessive gene inherited from both parents, causing his albinism. In 2001, Snowflake was diagnosed with an unusual form of skin cancer, almost certainly related to his albinism. And by 2003, his health had begun to deteriorate. After he began losing interest in his usual activities, isolating himself and showing signs of pain, Snowflake's keepers reluctantly made the decision to euthanize him. A decision that was publicly announced in September 2003 before being euthanized just 2 months later. At the time of his death, Snowflake was thought to be between 38 and 40 years old. But while Snowflake may be gone, his legacy still remains. During his time at the zoo, he fathered 22 offspring by 3 different mates. None of Snowflake's offspring were albino, but they should all carry the recessive gene. Half of his grandchildren are also likely to carry the albino gene, and if both parents were albino gene carriers, then they have a 25% chance of producing albino offspring. Snowflake's great-grandson was born with pink hands, which is suggestive of partial albinism. Snowflake has been featured numerous times through popular culture, such as appearing on the front cover of Basement Jaxx's album Rooty. He appeared in a children's book, and in 2011 he had a full CGI movie made about him, voiced by Ariana Grande.
He's so cute! What's his name?
And there we have it, Snowflake the only albino gorilla. For nearly 40 years, he was adored by people around the world as Barcelona Zoo's most famous resident. Hopefully, his fame has helped promote awareness of the endangered gorilla species and their decreasing natural habitat. But how about you? Did you ever get a chance to see him while he was alive? Let me know in the comment section below, and as always, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. That's all we've got time for today, but I'll see you all next week, and as always, stay unusual as usual. If you've enjoyed this video, you might like this one too. Or alternatively, this is the video that YouTube thinks you should be watching next. Don't forget to ring that bell to make sure you don't miss out on next week's video, and if you have any ideas on what the next episode should be about, make sure you add it to the comment section below.